guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make bow ties with sun-dried tomato pesto. It's a wonderful summer dish that you can just make ahead of time, keep it in the fridge for whenever you want to, enjoy it with your friends or by yourself or whatever. Let me take you over the ingredients so we can get started. You're going to need some bow ties, some sun-dried tomatoes packed in olive oil, some fresh basil, garlic, balsamic vinegar, toasted pine nuts, Parmigiano Reggiano, salt, and pepper. That's it. You're not going to need any additional oil because the sun-dried tomatoes provide a lot of oil because they're packed in oil. And I like the ones that are packed in oil. I don't like the sun-dried tomatoes that are like dry. I just don't like it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take a pot, fill it with water, put in some salt, and get that to come up to a boil. Now mine's up to a boil, so I'm going to go add in my pasta and come right back to make the pesto. In my food processor, I'm going to add in my sun-dried tomatoes. We're pretty much going to add in everything except for the cheese. So, you got that. You've got tons of fresh basil, some fresh garlic, and some pine nuts. I just toasted the pine nuts in a dry skillet just to bring out their flavor. And you want to make sure you store any kind of nuts, any kind of nut really, in the fridge or freezer because nuts have natural oils. And natural oils do spoil. So, keep that in mind. So I keep all my nuts in the freezer if I don't use them very, very often. Just label them. And I'm just going to season this with some salt and pepper. And then I'm just going to put the lid on. Whoops. And get this going. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. And it smells even better. Take out the blade. That looks good. Now, this does look thick, and it is thick, but don't worry about it because I'm going to reserve about a cup of the starchy cooking water, and that way we mix everything together. That's going to loosen it up. So now to this, I'm going to add in some good quality Parmigiano, about a cup of it. So it's going to take a while, but I'm going to manage to do it. That's plenty. Now I'm just going to take my spatula and mix this in well. And once I have this all mixed, which is nearly there, I'm just going to set this aside for a couple minutes until the pasta is done cooking. And remember to reserve about a cup of the starchy cooking water. And now I'm going to just set this aside, clean up, drain my pasta, come back here and put the whole thing together. My pasta is fully cooked. I've drained it and I reserved some of the cooking water. Just going to put some back in. Start with half and see how you like the consistency. And if you want it more runny, then add some more. Add in my sun-dried tomato pesto. And now I'm just going to work this together and just make sure everything is well combined. That looks just perfect to me. And as soon as the sun-dried tomato pesto touches the hot pasta, everything just like smells like Italian heaven. You smell the tomatoes, you smell the cheese, you smell the basil. I'm going to put in just a little bit here for myself because this is absolutely delicious as is, but I can't tell you how good this tastes cold the next day for lunch. It is just so awesome, and you can take this like to a picnic or on the beach because there's no mayo in it, so it doesn't have to worry about getting spoiled, you know what I mean? So this is just like the perfect go-to. Keep it in the fridge. It's so good. It really is delicious. It's sweet, a little bit tangy from the balsamic vinegar, but somehow all together, it's just divine. That is right on. Well, that's it. If you want to get this recipe, go to www.laurainthekitchen.com. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.